New dangerous teen trends. Surprising turn-ons for men. How to wear the hottest jeans this season. Good morning and welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Michelle Yarn.
And a big welcome back to Miss Michelle Yarn, our new co-host on Life Love Shopping. You've been away on maternity leave.
10 weeks of maternity leave with my handsome little man. His name's Jack Henry Yarn.
Look at you.
That's my husband Chris and I, right after we had him, and it's been a whirlwind of emotions, let me tell you. I have a new respect for every mother out there because I had no idea.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
No idea.
Yeah, so this is a little tough for you being back the first day away
It is. It's
from
one
him.
of those bittersweet kind of things. You're glad to get back in the grind, but at the same time, I'm like checking my phone every 2 seconds to see how's he doing, how much did he eat, what are his poops like. I've never talked about poops so much in my life after becoming a parent.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my life as of right now.
Well, we're happy to have you back,
Thank
Miss
you.
Michelle.
Glad to be here.
We are kicking off this morning talking about life. Sure, lighting and music at a restaurant can add ambiance, but it can also impact how much you eat. Researchers softened the lights and music in fast food restaurants. It didn't change what people ordered, but it did cause them to eat 18% less, or on average, about 175 fewer calories. They also rated the food more enjoyable. I suppose the lower lighting makes you want to sit and enjoy your meal a little bit more. You'll eat slower. Sets the tone. You know, anytime you've been in a place with bad lighting, you know, I got to get the heck out of here immediately.
And restaurants spend big money on this type of research, and there are ones who do the opposite, and they'll play upbeat music to get you in, turn the table, get you out, and get somebody else sitting down to spend some money. So not a big surprise there. All right, well, you might think you live in the town with the worst drivers, and maybe you're right, because here's the new list of the top 10 cities with the worst drivers. Washington, D.C. actually takes the top spot there. Baltimore right behind that, followed by Providence, Rhode Island at number 3, Hialeah, Florida, number 4, and then Glendale, California rounds out the top 5. The other cities with the worst drivers: Philadelphia, Alexandria, Newark, Miami, and San Fran.
See, Glendale surprises me on that list because it's considered one of the most safest cities in America, so you'd think that would also translate to driving. Here in Orlando, it's like everybody's driving at the Daytona 500, especially during race season, which is insane.
And we've got the mix of the tourists, the college students. I mean, everybody drives fast. When I go home, I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. It's a lot of snowbirds there, so everyone drives slower. So I almost think that's more dangerous than the people who drive fast.
It can be, definitely. You know. You may be surprised at the things guys find irresistible about women. Some of them are the very qualities women think will drive men away. From cursing to being messy, here's why these habits can actually win a man over. Men love women who indulge at dinner time. Aside from showing that you're not high maintenance or neurotic about your weight, that kind of unabashed enthusiasm also tends to translate into other areas, including the bedroom. Men also love a blue streak every once in a while. Hearing a woman cuss out of context gives a guy a shock of adrenaline. Men like women who can be tough and assertive as long as she doesn't take it too far. Remember, everything in moderation. Don't swear like a sailor. And men love a woman who is not a neat freak. It shows them that you are carefree. This laid-back mindset also carries over into your weekend wardrobe. Guys love a woman who's not trying too hard.
So guys want a guy in female form.
I suppose you could see it that way.
All right, well, while we're on the topic of relationships, are you a firm believer in that old adage, once a cheater, always a cheater? Or are you the type to forgive and forget?
Well, it turns out women are more inclined to forgive than men, and they become more forgiving with age. 46% of female respondents would be willing to repair the relationship, compared with 37% of male respondents. And that number gap only increases with age. 53% of females age 55 and up felt favorably about working things out, whereas just 35% of men of the same age felt the same way. Would you be able to forgive?
I personally no, but I really wonder with this. They say, you know, as the women get older, they're more willing to stay with someone, but I wonder how much of that is because they're comfortable and afraid to try something new, like, or they're really willing to forgive that person. Because once you're in a relationship for a long time, the fear of the unknown could overrule, I think.
Yeah, but I also think, too, as you get older, you understand that, you know, everybody makes mistakes every once in a while, and people have their limits, and it's no surprise that somebody would stray. I mean, the idea of monogamy is great, but realistic is it? You know, I think it's important that if you can stay with it, to forgive them and move on.
And there's a difference, too, between a one-time thing and something that carried on for a while. So. Well, when it comes to how to wear this season's hot new denim trends, we've got you rolled, tucked, and covered. Rolling your denim is a hot carryover trend from summer. You've still got a few weekends to rock those open shoes, so using an inch as your guide, make 2 clean rolls starting at the end of your jeans, and then pair the look with wedges or heeled sandals. Or you can wear your denim super skinny with boots, whether it's thigh-high, mid-calf, or knee-high boots. You want the jeans to fit tightly to your figure. Don't forget that. We don't want any saggy knees, please.
No.
Your pants will just look like they're too big, and then you look like you don't know how to shop for your shape. So keep in mind, boots are already slimming, so just find a pair of jeans that fit to match. And also, flared jeans with platforms are back in. And you know, flares were once a must-have in every closet. Now the trend is slowly creeping back into style, and luckily, so are platform pumps. It's a perfect pairing, so just wear them together. All you have to do, though, make sure the denim is long enough to cover your platform.
A new product lets your tatas do the talking. They're called tattoos, and they're temporary tattoos for your chest area, ladies. The creators say they're like a personal greeting card, but with a flirty twist. Okay, you can choose a message for all sorts of occasions, like bridal showers, anniversaries, weddings, and so much more. Examples include let's celebrate and feeling lucky, and even 100% natural. Or you can go with something traditional like happy anniversary or happy birthday. So the question is, would you wear a tattoo, temporary or otherwise, on your bust line?
I mean, I suppose if you've got the bosom where people are always looking at least you're giving them something to read, right?
Sure, exactly. I mean, they're kind of fun. We've got a few of them here, but I suppose like if you were to do it for a bridal shower, it's kind of a fun thing.
One of these says hot and spicy.
Hot
That's
and
interesting.
Spicy, yes.
Yeah.
Temporary fun for permanent memories. I like the tagline. Well, if you're interested in more information about the tattoos, go to lifeloveshopping.com and enter a giveaway to win yourself a pair.
Well, we all want to have glowing skin like the celebrities, but how do they do it? We have got the scoop on their unexpected beauty secrets, like Kim Kardashian, for example. According to her, a spoonful of sugar helps your skin glow, so she can thank Mary Poppins for that idea, I guess. She adds the sweet stuff to her body wash, and it gives her a gentle exfoliating experience. Now, Jennifer Aniston, she keeps her skin looking young by swiping Vaseline under her eyes. Every night she does this to prevent wrinkles and fine lines. Just don't go too crazy with it. She only uses 1/4 teaspoon under each eye.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay. Mariah Carey plumps her pout the au naturel way with mint extract, which she mixes into her gloss to get blood flowing to her lips. We move on to the great makeup debate. How young is too young for girls to start wearing makeup?
That's a tough one. I think I was in middle school, maybe, when
junior
I started.
High. Me too.
And you know, before then, I used to sneak into my sister's room and use her makeup when she left for high school. So I was already doing it. But we actually have a guide from our friends over at galtime.com, and it will help you handle the situation with your own child. And first of all, go with your gut. You can do this, but make sure you offer an explanation, because if you have strong feelings against her wearing makeup, that's fine, but discuss it with her so she feels like you at least respect her opinion on it. She doesn't have to agree with you, but at least you're acknowledging you respect her enough to offer that explanation, so that's really important. Also, look at your school policies for a guide, because a lot of middle schools and even high schools will limit or prohibit girls from wearing makeup during school hours, so you may get out of that one pretty easily. And then remember, there is room for compromise. There's a big difference between a little mascara and blush versus a full face of makeup, and if you're willing to let your daughter use makeup, just discuss which types of products and how much.
Teenagers look to rebel in many ways, smoking, drinking, and staying out late, and some of the new trends are extreme. Millennial generation expert Chelsea Crost is with us this morning to talk about this drunkorexia.
Drunkorexia. It's a term coined by the media, but it is seen as a recent trend. 3 times more women are partaking in this trend than men are, and it's, you know, women don't want to gain weight and drink at the same time, so women are not eating all day, and then they're binge drinking at night, and it's saving money and they're saving calories, but it's really a recipe for disaster, and it's not a good trend.
No, not at all. Okay, what about cabinet parties or something called farm parties?
Yes, in Nevada, about 138 different schools had this outbreak of farm parties, and it was a trend that caught on like Spitfire. And unfortunately, all of these teenagers are getting the idea to raid through their grandparents' and parents' cabinets, pulling all the pills out of the shelves, putting it in a bowl at a party, and just, going like jelly beans and popping them in their mouths. So kids are taking a variety of different drugs and not knowing what they're taking. So then when they end up in the hospital that night, they don't even know how to treat these patients because they don't know what they're ingesting. It's a terrible, terrible party. Don't ever go to one, and it's not cool.
Not to mention whatever prescription medications they might already be on, and then combining those with whatever they're grabbing in the bowl.
Exactly, and some of these students are actually bringing the pills to school, and some of the students have landed in juvenile detention centers for illegal substance abuse. Okay. So it's not good.
Energy drinks, we've heard this one before.
Energy drinks is definitely a recent trend, but it's more the gel strips. It's these red strips that are placed on your tongue, and LeBron James is a co-founder and spokesperson for these caffeine gel strips. One gel strip for an adult is not a big deal, but 5 strips for a teenager or an elementary school student is a big deal. You can OD on caffeine. So students are going to the nurse's office with, heart palpitations, dizziness, fainting, seizures, and, they're seeing LeBron James do it thinking it's cool, but instead it is very dangerous. So 1 strip for an adult is safe, 6 for a student is not.
Yeah, we've come a long way from no dose, that's for sure. What about eye dosing? What is this? Eye dosing?
Eye dosing. It's like it's ludicrous. It's this new cyber craze, and it's digitally sweeping the world because you can now partake in a digital high. So it's actually legal. It's apps that you can download on your smartphone, and it's eye dosing. It's supposed to have a narcotic or an opium effect, and you put these headphones in. It's 2 different frequencies that create this high. People are seen with like a hood and glasses, and you see these kids on YouTube. Type it into YouTube, there's so many people going on their eye dosing trips, and they're scared out of their mind, they're scratching their skin, they're yelling for help, and it blows my mind that people want to try this.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's illegal and something that's accessible to students.
Wow. Chelsea, well, thank you so much. We've come a long way from light as a feather, stiff as a board, for sure. For more information on Chelsea, you can just check out our website. We will link you up to all of her information.
Coming up on Life Love Shopping, make it or break it diet moments along with the hot new Hollywood workouts. And we are honoring Hollywood's most famous laughs.
There you have it. A clearly
Welcome back to Life Love Shopping. I recently had the pleasure of chatting with our friends over at Arbys and talking to them about their brand new roast turkey sandwich. Looking for a tasty on-the-go bite to eat, Annika Kramer is here with today's guide to dining. Good morning, Annika.
Good morning. I'm always looking for the next great thing when it comes to dining out.
Yes.
Now, my new favorite lunch option. This is quick, it's inexpensive, and it puts my boring packed lunches to shame.
Do tell.
Arbys has introduced the greatest thing since sliced roast beef. This is the new turkey roasters. They're served hot and made fresh, and there's 3 delicious varieties. There's the Turkey Classic, the Turkey Cheddar Classic, and the Grand Turkey Club. And these sandwiches are great because they're everything that I love about Arby's delicious roast beef sandwiches, but now they come in turkey.
Yes.
And my favorite, I would have to say it's the Grand Turkey Club. It's sliced turkey piled high with melted Swiss cheese, pepper bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayo, served on a toasted harvest wheat bun.
I have to try
take a
this.
bite.
Okay, all right. I love the Arby's roast turkey anyway. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Mmm, fantastic.
Delicious? Yes, and it gets even better. You can visit your local Arby's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and try one of these turkey roasters for free. You don't need a coupon. You can just walk in and try one of these yummy sandwiches. I promise it'll be worth it.
You heard it here. You can find an Arby's near you at arbys.com or head to our website, lifeloveshopping.com. So here are some healthy foods you should be eating every day. Check this out.
First up, spinach. Yep. For about $1.50, the price of a large bag of spinach, at least at most grocery stores, you can reduce your risk of developing osteoporosis, you can lower your cholesterol, and raise your IQ.
Blueberries contain antioxidants that can help prevent ulcers, cataracts, and glaucoma.
And apples. Eating an apple a day can keep all kinds of doctors away, from physicians to dentists.
So you're faced with important diet decisions every day, and even the most mundane might not seem important. But over the course of a year, making smart choices can mean major calorie savings. Here are some make it or break it diet moments even Lucy would love. When you wake up and smell the coffee. Skip the coffee and go for hot chocolate or juice. Both offer more vitamins and minerals, believe it or not, than a cup of black coffee. Pair the cocoa or juice with a cup of yogurt or other reduced fat protein source and a piece of fruit.
Nice. Okay, a half hour before you head to the gym, have a pre-workout snack to ensure you have enough oomph to make it through your workout and not poop out like Lucy learning to dance like a showgirl. Try half of a whole grain bagel or a slice of bread with low-fat cheese or almond butter even, or unsweetened yogurt and fruit.
Halfway through dinner or dessert, slow down. It'll be at least 15 minutes before satisfaction registers. Eat fast and you could take in more calories than you should, depending on what you ordered. Eat slowly and you'll consume fewer calories in the same amount of time. Wonder how the stars keep their fabulous shape? Jessica Reyes from our news partner, The Daily Buzz, has the scoop. Good morning, Jess.
That's right, ladies. We all love to hear what celebs do to stay in shape, and that's why today we've got the latest diet fads. So how does this beauty stay so slim? Rumor has it that Kate owes the Dukin diet this 4-phase plan that starts off with a protein-only approach before slowly reintroducing carbs. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? South Beach, anybody? Well, up next, one that Courtney Cox and Miranda Kerr are huge fans of, the blood group diet. Yeah, get this. Exponents claim that nutrients are broken down in the body based on blood type. I'm sure Twilight fans will appreciate that. And do you love Jennifer Aniston's body? Who doesn't? Then try juicing. It's said celebs drink blended organic fruit and vegetables 1 day a week. All this to help detoxify, provide nutrients, and give you that perfect beach body you've always wanted. So ladies, that's how celebs keep slim. Make sure and catch me weekdays on The Daily Buzz for more.
There's something to the juicing diet. I love the juice. All right, coming up, parents, new advice on how to get your kids to listen.
That and more coming up after the break. Back to school means families are stretched for time and cash strapped after back to school shopping. Ciaos Pizza knows that, and that's why they're having their first National Guest Appreciation Day. Check this out. Ciaos will offer its famous endless buffet of nearly 30 kinds of pizzas, plus pastas, salads, soup, and dessert for just $2.99 all day Thursday, September 6th at participating restaurants nationwide. You cannot beat that deal. And get this, if you don't see your favorite pizza on the buffet, just ask. Ciaos will make it for you on the spot and bring it out to your table hot from the oven. In fact, they fixed my favorite today. And Ciaos buffet is always available to go too. And there are some great new items on that buffet, like the new Italiano garlic. It's a delicious thin crust pizza with veggies, cheese, and a delicious garlic sauce. Or try the new garlic parmesan knots. They smell amazing. So don't forget, $2.99 endless buffet pricing during Ciaos Guest Appreciation Day, all day Thursday, September 6th. Ciaos told me that's their way of saying thank you to their outstanding guests.
Many parents have a hard time getting their kids to listen. Galtime's parenting expert is offering some helpful tips to win the battle.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Borba. You notice that a lot of kids these days seem to be excelling at what is called selective listening. Oh, they can hear the TV or their friends just fine. But when it comes to responding to our requests, it's a whole different story. Here's some tips to help your child learn to listen the first time. And the first one is just simple. We got to make sure we're modeling good listening so our kids know what it looks like. And we're also talking respectfully to our children. Then, once we can say, no problem, have that, here's ways to get your kid to tune in. Your first one is make sure you are getting your child's attention first, then you talk. For some kids, you may need to give a warning. Particularly boys have a tough time with transitions from going from playing the Legos to all of a sudden listen to you. Lower your voice, not raise it, is a miraculous little tip. Kids aren't used to you talking so softly, and they're more likely to tune in. When you give your direction, ask your child to look you in the eye to eye. Then keep your direction short, sweet, and specific. Sometimes just one word is fine. Talk less, not more. And then do one other little thing. Ask your child to rewind what you just said to make sure he heard what you wanted. And then give him a big old hug and a lot of encouragement if he does what you ask. It's called helping our kids become happy, healthy, and caring. So stick to it.
Your kids are never too young to listen, and you are never too old to Facebook, because we are loving on the most senior users of Facebook. Meet Florence Del Toro. At 101 years old, she is one of the world's oldest Facebook users. And with such a distinction comes some serious VIP treatment. Florence was invited to tour the Facebook headquarters in California and meet founder Mark Zuckerberg. And since joining 2 years ago, Florence has nearly 1,400 friends. She says she likes keeping up with the latest trends, and she says other people her age who are not on the site need to get with it. And here are two more elder women of Facebook, Lee Stern, aging in at 102 years old, and Peggy Guthrie from South Africa. She's 104 years old.
Now, Lee Stern's grandson sent in a note to Facebook to say that he thought his grandmother was the oldest. Apparently, she lied about her age, believe it or not. So they had to make a few adjustments, which is why they gave Florence the initial, stamp of approval for being the oldest woman. So, ladies, apparently you're never too old to lie about your age either.
I give him mad props, though, because it is hard to keep up with all of this social stuff and Twitter and everything,
Here at Life Love Shopping, we want to connect with you. When we're not on TV, you can stay in touch by liking our Facebook page. You can follow and tweet us on Twitter at Life Love Shop. Thanks for joining us today. We're here on WeTV every weekday morning. Until next time, we will leave you with another movie maniacal mashup laugh.
Ha 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 ha!